I want to quickly just share with you five things that we need to commit to in 2025. It seems like we all have this disease of committing to everything and everybody else other than ourselves and the things that we need to do. We are great at committing to other people and their agendas and their goals or whatever it is that they're doing. But when it comes to us, we have this laissez-faire attitude, like just let it kind of just do whatever it's gonna do. But we need to be committed. Hey, welcome to the Bajo channel. Welcome to another video. This is the home of self-care, beauty, wellness, and every and anything that'll help you to become the most empowered version of you. It is a new year, and I don't know about you, but I am extremely grateful to have made it over. I used to wonder why the older people say, I made it over. I never understood as a young girl, but I get it now. It's a blessing. We should be grateful, sitting in gratitude for everything that we have, everything that we've been through, every setback, every promotion, like just sit in a space of gratefulness as we move forward in 2025. But today I want to quickly just share with you five things that we need to commit to in 2025. It seems like we all have this disease of committing to everything and everybody else other than ourselves and the things that we need to do. We are great at committing to other people and their agendas and their goals or whatever it is that they're doing. But when it comes to us, we have this laissez-faire attitude, like just let it kind of just do whatever it's gonna do. But we need to be committed this year because, as you see, time waits for nobody. Whatever you're gonna do, whatever you say you're gonna do, whatever you want to do, start the ball rolling. So what? It may roll out clumsy, it may be messy, but start it anyway. Start it anyway. I'm going to go over 5 things that you should most certainly. I wrote down 5 important things that you need to be committing to this year. First and foremost, the top of our list, you're going to commit to yourself. You're going to commit to your own physical, spiritual, emotional, mental well-being. Whatever it takes for you to feel good in your skin and to be whole and to be balanced, whatever that looks like for you, you need to begin to do that. Set that parameter, set that stage, send out the notice, inform whoever you've been neglecting yourself for. Send out the notices, serve notice that this year is going to be about me. You don't even have to say it verbally. You have to show it. You have to demonstrate that 2025 is going to be about me and what I need to do. Because here's the thing, there's no reversing time. If we could reverse time, I know everybody would have reversed it at some point in their life, but unfortunately, we cannot. We can only move forward. Commit to yourself, please. Whether it is your health this year, whether it is just being mentally more available to yourself, emotionally more settled within, commit to yourself. 1. Next, commit to learning a new skill, developing yourself. Learn something new this year. Please learn something new. Stop being that one-trick pony. That's what you do. That's it. Even if it's one thing that you want to do, learn different areas of that one thing. Enrich yourself. Refine yourself. Refine your skills. Learn something new this year. However long that takes, it's okay. It is a practice that goes well with you. Learn something new for 2025. Third, commit to your relationships. Those relationships that you know are God-given, you know that these relationships are destiny connectors. Take the time and invest in those relationships. Don't be the type of person that a relationship is all about what you can get. Set yourself up to be a giver also. Giver of your time, giver of your ear, your attention, your positive words, your positive feedback. You can't have a relationship, a healthy relationship, if you don't invest in that relationship. You have to invest wherever you want to see a return or ROI, like they say in the financial world, return on your investment. You have to invest. You can't get a return on an investment if you haven't made an investment. So commit to those in relationships, building strong, productive, reciprocal relationships, give and take, not just one-sided relationships. Number 4, commit this year to your financial discipline. As you get older, that just being so undisciplined financially, you don't know how much is coming in, you don't know how much is going out, you're spending on any and every single thing. You gotta pull that by the horns, bring that in. Get your finances in order. It's not even, what I have learned is not so much about what you have coming in. It's like whatever you don't monitor, you cannot manage. You got this coming in, you got that coming in, you got that going out, you got that going out. You don't know anything. So you're spending, you're doing things that you really can't afford to do. And then you always have this heavy burden of financial weight on you. And that's not fair. I don't know about you, right? But when it comes to finances, I don't like to be stressed. I really don't. I know how to have very little. I can live in abundance, but I don't like to be stressed and stretched, especially, and this is the point, when you have enough to handle your lifestyle and to handle your basic necessities, and you mishandle those, you mismanage it because you're not monitoring it at all. Commit to those financial disciplines this year. And last but not least, commit to giving back. Commit to serving some type of a community effort, some type of initiative that's serving and helping others other than yourself. When you give, one of my favorite quotes, and the first time I've ever heard this was years ago from my former pastor, Pastor Chris from Christ Embassy. He always said, a giver can never lose. A giver can never lose, and that is for sure. Be a giver. And a giver is different from being somebody who is unaware that they're being taken advantage of. When you're a giver, you give with joy, you give with excitement. You're happy to see how people react. You're happy to see that you can make somebody else's life better. You commit to those type of things. Look for opportunities that you can give. Give of your time. It may not be money. Give of your time. It may be a meal you could cook for somebody else who maybe doesn't have the access to a stove and food like you do. You could cook something and take it to them. Just be a giver. Look for opportunities to give. It's no limit and it's no cap to how much you can give or what you can give. Just be a giver this year. So you're committing to the things that matter. And really everything that I've mentioned is really about giving to yourself, because when you give, that makes you feel good as well. When you are a better financial steward and you commit to your financial disciplines, that makes you feel good. When you're committing to relationships that build you and you build, that makes you feel good. When you commit to your mental, physical, spiritual, emotional health, that makes you feel good. You have to commit. But it's funny because of everything that I've listed, right? Everything that I listed. It's funny how when you list these things or whatever, it's easy for you to do the very same thing that we listed for somebody else. If somebody else is pursuing a new skill, you know how to be their cheerleader. If somebody else is pursuing physical, mental, spiritual wellness, you know how to cheer them on. If somebody is pursuing a new relationship or building their own relationship, whether their children, their husband, their sister, their friends, then you know how to root them on. If it's about them being a community advocate, you root them on. Their financial disciplines, you root them on, but you don't root yourself. This year, switch that. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you're doing. Focus on what you are really honestly committed to. Right? Commit to yourself in 2025. Listen, I'm so grateful that I'm just here, right? I'm grateful. I am grateful. I've lost a lot of people that I know this year, and I understand the brevity of life and how in one instant it's over. I always say that I'm not so much afraid of the death because I know that that's coming. But I'm afraid of not living. How do I live? How do I live this life? And I know that first and foremost, you have to start to take advantage of the time that you have here. And in 2025, we always say what we're going to do. We're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to do that. And nothing happens. Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. You're in the same place that you were last year. Nothing's happening. Still, same attitude, same everything. You have to want to change. And the first way and one of the best ways is to decide that you're going to commit to yourself in 2025 in every aspect. But just start with what I gave you. Start with the areas that I gave you, because those areas are such that you can't regret it ever. You can never regret prioritizing yourself, your finances, your friendships, your relationships, learning something new, self-development. You can't regret it. I am so grateful that you are here. I'm grateful that I'm here. I thank you for joining us today. This is the Bajo channel, home of self-care, beauty, wellness, and any and everything that'll help you become the most empowered version of you. And remember that self-care is the best care. Later.